Yes, sir. How you expect to be great, but your hustle don't match. Listen. I hustle overtime, attempt to push the culture forward. This that real shit, make a meal with that little gift. Everybody on a hustle, we can make a real shift. So keep your head up, youngin', and just keep on moving. And if you ain't hustling, then I don't know what you doing. The time is now. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Yeah. I gotta write my story. No, you can't have my glory. I'm taking all that's unapologetic.
Yo, Fishbowl Radio Network. This your boy Marcus Stone, the Unapologetic Hustle, coming to you live from Globe Life Park. Hey man, this is a special day. Before we get started, I want to send a very happy birthday to my youngest, Aiden Stone. Man, I love you, man. Sorry you couldn't be in the studio with me today, but we'll take care of that later on. But just to give you a little bit about what we're doing here, the Unapologetic Hustle is really just a platform for motivated thinkers, entrepreneurs, and just everyday hustlers. Right? Everybody has a dream, in ways that we want to accomplish this goal, live our dream. So I have a real live special guest. This is a very, very, very special guest to me. We're going to bring him in, Levi Jones. Levi Jones, yo. Welcome to the Unapologetic Hustle, man.
What's going on?
Man,
happy to be here.
Hey, it's been a long time coming, man. Long time coming. So we gonna get right into it, man. You know, we've had some talks off top and you know, charted our platforms and stuff like that, but today's about you. So we wanna introduce the people to you and what you got going on. So tell the people where you from, you know, what you into.
Okay, well, my name is Levi Jones. I'm a music artist. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, and my whole thing is to try and create content that'll help motivate and inspire people to, you know, be their better selves.
Man, that's awesome. So how did you get started in the music? How did you know what led you down the path to be an artist?
Well, my dad has always been a musician. He's a well-known organist where he's from. So I was always surrounded by instruments, pianos, trumpets, all that stuff. However, I started to dabble with the piano, and I saw the movie Straight Outta Compton, and that's when it kind of clicked that the gift that I have is worth more just sitting in my head. I think it's worth spreading to people, especially since that I have a message that go along with it. So I started brushing up on the production side of the music, and then once I started to see my growth in that area, that's when I was like, well, okay, I might as well let me try and write something to it. And what I wrote after that, it was like, okay, well, I think I could do this for real. So, man. Yeah, I could just continue writing from that point. Got further into the music, and that became my passion ever since.
Man, that's awesome. So, your father inspired you to get into music, but it seems like you took it to another level from what I've heard so far. So, you know, how did you? What made you go the path of rapping? What made you go along that lines?
Rapping. I don't. Well, that's the thing is that I as a music artist, that's why I say music artist, because I don't just rap. I do a little singing too, but the funny part is that I'm not that great of a singer to just be solely a singer. So I was like, okay, well, let me see what this rap. And then I had more to say than what normal R&B songs had. So
Got you.
um, so then I was like, well, let me see what this rapping stuff is about, and the words fit. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, I understand that you were supposed to perform at South by Southwest, but with this current situation that we're in, um, it delayed that. But I definitely want to allow individuals to hear what you're about. So I definitely want to get into one of your songs, man, and let the people hear what you have to offer. You have one that you want to cue up first.
um, I guess we can go with um, let's go with the unapologetic hustle.
All right, here we go. Unapologetic hustle coming at you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. They tell me all the time, Levi, what you got going on now? You always doing something. Always stay working. I just tell them, how you expect to be great, but your hustle don't match. Listen, the hustle unapologetic. Can't help it, I'm built this way. It's probably in my genetics. Refuse to live my life in debt, filled with all this bad credit. Been craving the sweet life just like I'm a diabetic. I'm too sick, so sick. I definitely need the paramedics. Almost that I can smell it. Some of y'all pathetic. You get the game, but you never teach it. Nah, y'all never spread it. The difference between the fake and the real. See, I'ma tell it. Only matter of time before I detonate. Greatness on another level, so I levitate. He may not come where you want, but no, he never late. They wonder why I shine, where you know what pressure makes. Everybody ain't diamonds, I see a lot of y'all flukes. You can tell you don't produce because your tree don't bear fruit. And if you ain't war ready, we will cut you loose. Real soldiers around me, I need more than just combat boots. See, the hustle is real, I hustle for a change. It been a drought in my hood, I hustle to bring the rain. I hustle to break my generation about them chains. I hustle to make sure my mama don't have work again. I hustle for my unborn son or daughter. Hustle in every quarter, hustle to rearrange the order of my people. See, we bout to take back every single thing we lost up in these borders. I hustle overtime, attempt to push the culture forward. This that real shit, make a meal with that little gift. Everybody on a hustle, we can make a real shift. So keep your head up, youngin', and just keep on moving. And if you ain't hustling, then I don't know what you're doing. The time is now. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Yeah. I gotta write my story. No, you can't have my glory. I'm taking all that's for me. Unapologetic hustle.
Hey, this Fishbowl Radio Network. This your boy Marcus Stone, the Unapologetic Hustle. You just heard Levi Jones, the Unapologetic Hustle anthem. Hey, we have him here as a special guest. So I know I had a little bit to do with this song, but tell the people, man, how did this come about?
Man, the idea was given by you, of course. But you taught, or you told me about the concept behind what you wanted, and just little details, and I agree 100% with the content that you were talking about giving somebody, giving people the platform to be able to express their creativity, express their artistry, express their hustle, the grind, what it takes to get to where you want to be, and not being sorry about it, and all that emotion and all that meaning behind what you were saying. I felt the exact same way, so it was a pretty easy thing to kind of express once given that give in that direction, So yeah, I'm it's a song that's special to me because again, it's it embodies the mindset that I think pretty much everybody needs to have in order to reach that success that they want.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Again, no, we've had some deep conversations, and definitely, the hustle is not just about doing busy work. The hustle is really about a mindset. It is about finding something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy doing, and allowing it to create your dream for you. Right? Everybody has a vision of what their dream is, and you can't just dream about it. Dream without the hustle is just a dream. So in order to make it a reality, you got to put forth that effort, and you can't be sorry for how you go about doing it as long as it's legal, ethical, and moral, right? So, that the show is about that, provide that platform so that you can be recharged, so that you can find what you're great at, and live your hustle unapologetically. So no, man, I appreciate the love and the heart and the passion that you put into it. So that one resonates well with me as well. So appreciate you, cuz that's love for sure. So
Definitely.
moving on to, I understand that you have, a little, not a little, but you do your a special thing you do on Fridays as well. Tell the people what that's about, and why do you do that?
Okay, so I have this platform called Levitation Fridays. First of all, levitation is this lifestyle that I created that just inspires people to be their higher selves. Um, um, I want people to realize that a lot of times, due to whether it be our jobs, whether it be other things that may distract us, we kind of become complacent in life. We we stop striving for our goals that we set out for ourselves. We stop thinking about all the possibilities that are out there for us, and we become complacent in our environment. So levitation is a lifestyle that kind of pushes people to not be okay with complacency,
Got you.
to strive for greater, to strive and to reach for higher. If you think you reach success, there's another level that you can go to,
Absolutely.
and that is a thing that you can apply to all aspects of life. It doesn't have to be just towards your goals, but as far as financial or your career, but it goes to being a better family member, husband, son, father, wife. Any area you can strive to reach higher. It even can be applied to your spiritual life. That's one of the main areas where I feel that we often become complacent the most. So
Absolutely.
Levitation Fridays is a day that I pick throughout the week to where I wanted to be that example to show that I'm continuously working on reaching my higher self in multiple different facets, and I
Gotcha.
also sometimes give the platform out to other people who are levitating themselves. So that's Levitation Friday.
Awesome, awesome. No, absolutely. For those of you just tuning in, this is Fishbowl Radio Network. I'm your host, Marcus Stone, the Unapologetic Hustle. I have my special guest, Levi Jones, a native of New Orleans, Louisiana, artistry, musicianship, videography. And we were just talking about his platform that he has and how he does Levitation Fridays to motivate and elevate individuals. So, Levi, let's get back to you, man. I understand that this wasn't always the path that you were on. So, when did it hit for you?
Oh man, well, I was in nursing school. I was prepared to be in the hospitals. If I were to continue on that journey, I would be in the hospital right now dealing with COVID-19.
Absolutely.
But I think it hit for me when I was in nursing school and I was in a clinical rotation, and all I could think about was writing music. In my clinical clipboard, I was, instead of, I shouldn't say this, but instead of, writing down notes for that day, I was writing down music lyrics. I couldn't wait until I got home off a rotation to come home and make a beat or produce, do something creative. That is where my heart truly was. So
awesome.
I was faced with an ultimatum whether I was going to continue to work and go down that road of being a nurse, or do the thing that I love to do. And I chose the latter.
Most definitely, man, and you're doing a great job at it. So, for those of you, again, just tuning in, this is Fishbowl Radio Network, the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm your host, Marcus Stone, and we're talking with our special guest, Levi Jones, in his journey to greatness and levitating. So, Levi, man, I want to showcase you. So, I want to get into another one of your songs, man, and let's see, what do you have for us next, man?
Let's see, we can go with, Smoking Laces.
Levi Jone.
I got the smoking laces. I already won, yeah. It's a celebration. Yeah. I got the smoking laces. I'm in love with blue honey faces. Yeah. I can't lose, I got the smoking aces. No time is wasting, no stress, I know I'm the chosen favorite. I know I never fall, cause I got that homostasis. I got melody, flow, and style, hit you with that combination. Call me crazy, but me and God, we had a conversation. He said, I love how you going, how you always modulating. You me your favorite, please don't stop until you know you made it. You don't know it yet, but you a young prophet that's in the making. Oh, run me up, levitation, run me up. She asked me who keep on calling, I say it's the money love. Need to get your money up, y'all do anything for buzz. It's that natural blessings from above. Thought y'all was super close, thought y'all had me on the ropes. I just sit back, chill and laugh, and I watch the money grow. Red pill for the bag, blue pill for my hopes. Red pill, blue pill, what you mean? Run me both. Hey. I got the smoking laces, I already won, yeah. It's a celebration. I got the smoking laces, I'm in love with blue honey faces. I got the smoking laces, I gotta get to the bag with no hesitation. I got the smoking laces, I got the smoking laces. I got the smoke, I got the smoke, I got the smoke, yeah. I got the smoke, I got the smoke, I got the smoke, yeah. I got the smoke, I got the smoke, I got the smoke. What I got? Yeah.
a flame proper, this that smoking aces. I change lanes and change brackets, you still cold with bases. I change minds, I change flows, can't find one dope as mine. When I smoke a paranoid, can't fuck with open blinds. Hold up, wait a minute, is that Levi Jone pimpin'? How does Cajun Creole women? I'm a gambit on a mission, known for damaging the kidneys, also damaging some tracks. Got a grip like Magic Johnson, throw that lie behind my back. Back when Juvie made them back it up, I was a juvie, yeah. Me and Levi Jones compose a track and make a movie, yeah. Shout out to my groupies, yeah. All my Asian cuties, yeah. Couple Blasian cuties, yeah. Movies like I'm Bruce Lee, yeah. Now the people call me Ace, I guess that means I'm one-on-one. I even made a fucking song about it, it was one of love. Shawty ain't return my feelings, had me feeling down and out. Coat with more blue honey faces, homie, you should learn to count, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got the smoking nexus. I already won, yeah. It's a celebration. I got the smoking nexus. I'm in love with blue honey faces. I got the smoking nexus. I gotta get to the bag with no hesitation. I got the smoking nexus. I got the smoking nexus. I got the smoking nexus. I already won, yes, it's a celebration. I got the smoking nexus. I'm in love with blue honey faces. I got the smoking nexus. I gotta get to the bag with no hesitation. I got the smoking nexus. I got the smoking nexus.
Fishbowl Radio Network coming to you live from Globe Life Park. I'm your host, Marcus Stone. This is the Unapologetic Hustle. That was a track that you just heard from my special guest, Levi Jone, Smoking Aces. Levi, man, that was a burner, man. What was the motivation behind that?
Appreciate it. Man, it was a time where I felt, well, I still do feel like this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. I got the smoking aces, just the cards that I was dealt, and I have what I need in order to win this game, you know.
Absolutely. I can definitely resonate with that, man. You know, we each have a hand that we have in life, and we never know what the next card is going to be. But, you know, that's what the hustle is about, you know, facing the adversities and being unapologetic about it. So understanding that in life, you have to believe in your hustle more than the doubt that you're faced with, right? So, you know, you'll be the first person to doubt yourself, but if your dream and your belief in your hustle is greater than that doubt, you can accomplish anything. So, you know, it resonates both with our platforms, you know, your Levitation Fridays and the Unapologetic Hustle, which we're on right now, you know, to breathe that motivation into others, to let them know that they can achieve and will achieve if they're unapologetic about it, you know. So, no, man, I definitely appreciate that. You know, I ride to it, you know, at least twice a week for sure. So, you know, it's in rotation for me, you know, Smoking Aces, man. So, but no, let's get back to you. You know, I understand that you have some new things coming up, and you have some big plans for this year. You want to elaborate a little bit and let the people know what you got going on?
Yes, sir. As we all know, COVID-19 has kind of threw a wrench in a lot of our plans that we had, but I'm a strong believer in that, you know, all things work together for those who love Him. So my plans are, I have this new series starting that's going to be called the Launch Shit series. And each Friday I'll be releasing a single detailing my launch process, you know. And then on Sunday I'll be releasing a video explaining what that song means and how it can be applied to anybody in their goals also. So that is supposed to be going for, right now it's supposed to be going for about 11 weeks, but it's subject to change, you know. during this process. So
absolutely.
for right now, that is because we don't really know how far this is going to be affecting us. The quarantine that is what's in motion right now, and I think that's enough time to kind of gauge and prepare for, what's next.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, for those of you just tuning in, we're on Fishbowl Radio Network. This is the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm your host, Marcus Stone, and we're talking with special guest Levi Jone, native of New Orleans, musician, artist, videographer, the whole nine, and we're just talking about his journey to his greatness and levitating. So, Levi, man, I wanna throw something at you, man. So I hope you're ready. I'm gonna throw a word at you, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. All right?
Okay.
Levitate.
Higher. You want me to say one word, or you just want me to elaborate on that word?
One word is sufficient. One word is sufficient. We'll elaborate a little bit later. All right. Hustle.
Okay. Hustle, grinding.
All right. Motivation.
Inspiration.
And last word, mindset.
So many words coming at me at one time. Mindset is, I believe that my word is going to be change.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's good right there. I can understand definitely what you mean by change. Again, this platform is for those individuals that have that mindset to want to change their current situation, right? So, in understanding that the mindset is key. The mind is the first thing that triggers us to stop or go, to give up or not, and knowing that if you adopt the right mindset and you have the right mindset to achieve what you're setting out to achieve, anything is possible, right? So, I definitely want to encourage our listeners and followers and viewers that, start with the mindset so that you can and you will achieve the goals that you have for yourself. So, but again, for those that are just tuning in, this is Fishbowl Radio Network. This is the Unapologetic Hustle coming to you live from Globe Life Park. And I'm your host, Marcus Stone. And we have our special guest, Levi Jone, and we're just talking about the journey that he's been on to amass the platform that he has currently. So continue to share and prosper and continue to push forward. So Levi, man, the people want to hear from you. So I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna get into another song. I got a platform for you, so I want the people to hear what I hear. And what's the next one you want to run for the people, man?
The next one we can do is Quarter.
Quarter's coming at you.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Thank you, God, for continuing to bless me. Bounce, bounce. We levitating to greatness, you heard me? Jone. 25 down, yeah, I hit a quarter. I'm a big dog going hard in every quarter. Make sure you can swim if you come up in that water. Mama always say you gotta finish what you started. God, family, get to the money in that order. If you ain't talking levitation, it ain't important. I'm important, my everything is recorded. Can't have no fix around, sorry, can't endorse it. Shout out my supporters, I'm building up my fortress. Y'all building up your cloud while I'm building up my fortune. My head up in the clouds, I've been up here for a while. I ain't never coming down, cause up here I've been rolling. Bustin' through your ceilings, now I can't be closed in. Every shot I put up, guaranteed it always goes, and I'm golden. Yeah, I'm a 5, you haven't noticed. I ball in the spur of the moment, the model rosing. I ain't come to play, hey, I ain't come to wait, hey, I ain't come to fake, I came to eat up everything. How you keep up with the pace? I just counted all the grace. Got me running up my fade and I ain't never pressing brakes, hey, hey, you might won't get up on my way. cause I see millions on the way. I ain't never going back, cause I had a little taste. See, the hunger never stops, I just fix another plate like that. 25 down, yeah, I hit the water. I'm a big dog going hard in every water. Make sure you can swim if you come up in that water. Mama always say you gotta finish what you started. God, family, get to the money in that order. If you ain't talking levitation, it ain't important. I'm important, my everything to record it. Can't have no face around, sorry, can't endorse. Sitting by the keys, scheming on $250,000. Wanna throw my mama $5, this is for the bills. Rolling around, windows down, let the music spill. Late night swerving all through Elysian Fields. Take a L in a while, now I know I'm in a drought. Brody sent the way to the money, I'm already en route. Shout out money, making rhymes, 6 Robin fully equipped. Magi ballin' on these ninjas, Brody got the money clips. That's what coming from my lips, feeling like evangelist. Y'all bars ain't moving nobody like paralysis. I abstain from negativity, but we getting out the savages. Going against the squad is blasphemous, you don't wanna make that accident. Man of the year, man of the year, not forever be the man till the day I disappear. And even after that, I will always persevere. I get that extra shine from above like a chandelier. I would never fear nothing, we can breathe the same air as me. Apparently being real is becoming a rarity. Can't relate to none of these boys, there's no similarities. It's the recipe for legacy, I know that I'll forever be the man. No 25 down, yeah, I hit the water. I'm a big dog going hard in every water. Make sure you can swim if you come up in that water. Mama always say you gotta finish what you started. God, family, get to the money in that order. If you ain't talking levitation, it ain't important. I'm important, my everything to record it. Can't have no face around, sorry, can't endorse. Yeah, yes, sorry, can't endorse. Nah, sorry, can't endorse. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, bounce.
Fishbowl Radio Network. This is the Unapologetic Hustle coming from Globe Life Park. I'm your host, Marcus Stone, yo. Hey, Levi. Man, that was a burner, man. That was a radio hit for sure, man. What was your inspiration behind Quarter?
Man, I felt as if I reached that first quarter of my life, and it, as I stated in the song, I feel like I'm about to go hard in every quarter. You know, anything that life about to throw at me, I'm about to tackle it.
Absolutely, man. That again, that was some heat, man. I'm looking at the comments, and you know, they're going crazy behind that one, man. We're gonna have to play that on the show like every day, I guess. You know, that's what's up. That's love, man. So. Let's get back to you, man. And you mentioned, you know, you were in nursing school, and it was at a point, you know, during your courses that, you know, music really just started resonating with you. And you talked about your, you know, the influence of your father and your childhood and the instruments and the musicianry. You know, what made you pull it all together? What made you really gravitate towards just pursuing music, even though that, you know, this day and age, you know, you can have one hit, you could be hot 1 minute, and in the next minute everybody's forgotten about you, but you seem to have a following that is resonating with the people, man. Talk to me about it.
Well, my inspiration for doing it is to, again, not necessarily for the hits, or not necessarily to for the fame, but as long as I can reach somebody, you know, if I can inspire them to see and take my life, you know, as normal as normal can get, you know, and if I can create some type of wave and create some type of positive energy, you know, in the world, you know, they can do it too. You know, it's all about trying to get get people to do and be on the same thing that you're doing, and the thing that I'm doing, and the thing that's driving this whole vehicle of music and everything is all about inspiration and positivity.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Inspiration is so key. You know, that and motivation. The will to want to succeed, right? The will to want to be a positive change, a positive light. You know, we're surrounded by so much negativity on a day in and day out, and we're influenced by so many things that we're unconscious to. But to understand that like we said earlier, the mindset to want to be better, make the world better, and provide that vehicle of influence to achieve your goals and your dreams, man, is second to none for sure. So, no, I applaud you on your journey, man, and you know, I'm a fan, and hopefully we can continue to spread your message and your word out to the masses, man, because you have something positive to put out there to the people. So know that I'm with you, man, and I'm behind you 100% for sure.
It's love. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, for those that are just tuning in, I'm your host, Marcus Stone. This is the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm talking with my special guest, Levi Jones. You know, he's a artist that hails from New Orleans, Louisiana. Videographer, has several platforms that he's hustling towards and levitating with. So make sure you go and follow him. Tell the people how they can reach you, Levi.
You can reach me on Facebook at Levi Jones Music, on Instagram at This Is Levi Jones, on Twitter, This Is Levi Jones, and you can also experience the music on any streaming platforms. Levi Jones, the Jones is Jone, $, for some spice. You know, I had to add some spice to it.
Yes, sir, man. $. Nah, man, that's love. So, what's the message that you have for the people, man? Talk to the people.
The main message is don't stay complacent. There's always another level that you can reach. There's always another goal that you can reach.
Absolutely.
And your life is an example for other people to see. You don't know who's watching you and who's seeing the fruit that you bear from your life, and how that can inspire them to pursue their own dreams and their own goals. And that's what I feel like we're put on this earth to do, is to inspire people, and is to help and serve people. And that don't have to be in a specific way, but we can do that just by being ourselves, just by being the best that we could be in all areas that we can be it. So if your thing is being a musician, you be the best musician that you can be. There's always another level that you can reach. If your thing is being a car salesman or a businessman or entrepreneur, you take that route of hustling and do it unapologetically, and make sure you get and reach your goals. You know, it's out there for the taking. There's so much stuff that we could be doing. There's so much, you know, success that we could be seeing. There's so much
absolutely
financial gain that we can be experiencing. It's just the mindset. If we can change the mindset in order to do what it takes to get there, I think we, as a people, as a culture, we can be way better than where we are.
Man, that was another song right there, man. Look, you speaking the word for sure, man. I'm gonna start calling you the street preacher, you know, because you speaking the word to the street for sure. Hey, again, for those that are just tuning in, I'm talking with my special guest Levi Jones. You're listening to the Unapologetic Hustle on Fishbowl Radio Network. And I'm your host, Marcus Stone. Man, look, it's definitely been amazing speaking with you and hearing your journey and the mindset that you've adapted to get to where you are and actually the mindset that you've taken on to reach your next level, right? To levitate. So man, for new artists getting into charting down this path, going down this course, what advice would you give to them? Because you, as I understand, you do everything yourself. You write, you rap, you sing, you make your own beats, you produce, edit, the whole nine. So, what's some of the things that you would the advice that you give to some of the young ones that are listening to you, following you, and want to pursue the path that you're going down?
Well, the main advice is that you have to want it. You have to be willing to do what it takes in order to get to where you see yourself. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's going to take some sleepless nights. It's going to take you having to make the beat, write, produce it, engineer, do. It might take you to put on all these different hats, in order to get the product that you want. But the main thing is to not to be discouraged. If you really believe that this is something that is destined for you to be doing, well then it don't matter if nobody else believes. You have to believe. That belief starts with you first, and
Facts.
Based off of your belief, that's what's going to inspire other people to believe in you based off of what you do and the works that you do. So if they see you, say for instance, just to shift it off of artists and put it on anything, if you wanted to be a cosmetologist, or chef, or whatever passion that you have, that is something that you have to put countless amounts of hours into, and really put you got to eat, breathe, and sleep your dreams and your passion, man.
Absolutely.
That's the only way you can turn your dreams into reality.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, as what I heard is that, basically, like we talked about earlier, the belief in yourself first has to definitely overcome the doubt of yourself and then the others, right? Because even if you believe in yourself, others around you may not even believe in what you can do, right? And you
Right.
have to overcome all of those challenges to create and do what you feel that you're born to do, the passions that you have. So, no, man, I applaud you. I've watched your journey. I've seen you from afar. I've seen you up close, and you're living what you're talking about, man. Definitely. So, I applaud you for that, man. Salute, real deal. So, next question I have for you, man. So we've gone from your beginning, your humble beginning. We talked a little bit about how you got into it, and we also talked about where the motivation and inspiration came from. So, we even talked about what you would give to the next generation that are coming up behind you. So, next I want to get into, if you had to do it all over again, would you, or what would you change?
The only thing that I would change, and I think that's the reason why we're not capable of going back and doing it all over again. But the thing that I would change is, some of the moments where I did doubt, because I think everybody goes through that. You kind of look at the response, or you look at I'm not moving as fast as I would like to, or you look at the level that you see yourself and you see how far away that you are from that, and that can kind of discourage you sometimes. But if I had to do it all over again, in those moments, I would just continue putting that work in. Use those moments, turn that doubt into fuel to produce something else. And because I feel as if everything is based off of momentum and consistency. If you take a brief moment to stop doing what you've been doing and stop putting that energy into the craft that you're trying to perfect, well, then that's the longer it's going to take for you to reach the goal that you have set out for yourself. So if you continuously put that work in towards that, that's the more you're going to move closer to what you have in mind. So
man,
that's
absolutely.
the only thing that I would change, is that in those moments, I think I will continue, in those moments of doubt, I will continue to push forward. But I think I can have that stance because I went through it, and I can
it was part of the
go
journey.
back and see.
Yeah.
Right. It's part of the process.
Yeah. No doubt. But now, for those of you just tuning in, hey, this is Fishbowl Radio Network, the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm your host, Marcus Stone. And we're talking with a special guest, Levi Jones, native of New Orleans, artist, musician. But Levi, man, speaking of that process, you talked about the journey and how you would go forward and things you would change. I know one thing that we wouldn't change is this next track we're about to get into. So, I want the people to hear from what you can do and motivate and build your following. So let's go ahead and get into the next one. I believe it's Assassins, right?
Assassin, yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and run that.
Levi Jone.
Put my all in this shit. Excuse my French, stress heavy, using all of my strength. I know I'm meant to hustle hard, reach all excellence, but I gotta admit it's hard when you're wondering how to pay rent or what money is spent. Looks like there's no love coming in, but I got all confidence. I know this gift here was heaven sent. I got chemistry with this music, I'm in my element, producing these sick beats while I spit medicine. I'm the assassin, killing every part of the game. It's hard to contain all the things that come from my brain. I'm trying to reach your heart, let this music flow through your veins. I'm inspiring change, levitate, no David Blaine. I'm out on range, I'm the new edition. Can you stand the rain? Glad you came, cause everybody here just sound the same. Had to elevate to realize they had snakes on the plane. Feel like Mario collecting coins, the way I bring the change. Know what I'm saying? You probably don't though. Keep on spitting that weird shit, you probably won't blow. Good luck though, all you want is to live lavish and appear to be cutthroat. Stun on your brother, that mentality leave us with no hope. Then you just nuts, so real assassin killing when I get front the microphone. Never falling under pressure even when the lights is on. I gotta get whatever my sight is on. I'm eyeing these checks, I guess it's time to put these Nikes on. She can tell when I'm near by the smell of my cologne. I'm busy creating something special that I can own. Right or wrong, give me the crown, give me the throne. I'm a Jones, I'm a shine if I ain't even got the diamonds on. I refuse to work a 9 to 5 when I know a 9 to 5 won't never ever feel a fire. Working all these damn years hurting for somebody. Put up with that shit just to end it all and retire. You mean to tell me all my work went to retirement? For me to look back and wonder where my desires went. That's why I gotta chase my dreams like I can't wait to go to sleep. Put in extra miles, I can't just watch the tires spin. I just can't do it, that's not in me. Just cause I'm not filled with propaganda don't mean I'm empty. Try to dangle a couple of dollars, not enough to tempt me. No easy way out, I'ma get there even if I gotta push a 10 speed. I'm the assassin, I'm super lethal. I'm putting in crazy work on this and this just a prequel. I'm on fire and doubting me, it's like you adding diesel. I feel like I'm Moses hustling, do this for my people. But you can see the doubt in their eyes, they don't believe it. And they only supporting you when they find it's convenient. But I know I got the vision, shit, you don't have to see it. I got my targets in sight and firepower to reach it. Tired of my mama working, she work. When I hear her leave the house at 4 a.m., shit hurt. But something tell me, don't worry, put all your pain in the verse. Yeah, I gotta get it right, so I rehearse and rehearse until it's perfect. I wanna be able to help my mama. I I wanna be able to help my partners. I wanna be able to solve all my problems. I wanna be able to shower my girl in diamonds. With the help of God, we can weather any climate. I wanna be able to set my nephews up. I wanna be able to fund my brother's dreams until he said he had enough. I wanna provide opportunities for those who had it rough. This ain't an easy task, thank God I'm super tough. I speak my soul through these bars. You can feel the passion. Just say the word and I'm always ready for any action. I got enough firepower to turn your head to ashes. This is Levi Jone, you've been killed by the assassin. You can feel the passion, trying to reach the max, Prepare your cash, I'm the assassin.
Yo, that was Levi Jones on Fishbowl Radio Network on the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm your host, Marcus Stone. Levi, man, that was straight heat. That was straight heat. I felt nothing and heard nothing but passion and pain in that, man. Talk to us real quick about what that was about.
Man, that was exactly what you said, passion and pain. It was just emotions that, you just got to let out as a creative, So,
man, for sure.
That was the assassin, man.
The assassin. Now, you did that. You assassinated the beat, them lyrics, the whole nine, man. You killed that for sure. But now, man, it's definitely been a pleasure, man, having you on. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, right, and thank you for being a guest for me. And man, know that I'm here to support you, and want to see you prosper and wish nothing but the best for you. So, man, real quick, tell the people how they can get a hold of you again, man, and how they can reach you.
On Facebook, you can follow my artist page, Levi Jones Music. On Instagram and Twitter, you can follow me at This Is Levi Jones. And on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, all that. You can listen to my music. The name is Levi Jones. The S is a dollar sign.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey, look, I'm your host, Marcus Stone, man. You've been listening to the Unapologetic Hustle. I've had my special guest, Levi Jones, on. Man, I want to thank all my listeners, viewers. Make sure y'all go in and subscribe to the Unapologetic Hustle, and also tune in every Saturday from 12 to 1. We're coming live from Globe Life Park, Fishbowl Radio Network. Hey, we're gonna go out real special, man. The anthem that Levi created for me, man. We're gonna go out, but again, stay tuned. Subscribe to all our platforms, and Levi, man, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. Know that I love you, man, and we'll be in touch. This has been the Unapologetic Hustle. I'm your host, Marcus Stone. We'll catch you next time.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. They tell me all the time, Levi, what you got going on now? You always doing something. Always stay working. I just tell them, how you expect to be great but your hustle don't match? Listen, the hustle unapologetic. Can't help it, I'm built this way. It's probably in my genetics. Refuse to live my life in debt, filled with all this bad credit. Been craving the sweet life just like I'm a diabetic. I'm too sick, so sick. I definitely need the paramedics. Almost that I can smell it. Some of y'all pathetic. You get the game, but you never teach it. Nah, y'all never spread it. The difference between the fake and the real. See, I'ma tell it. Only matter of time before I detonate. Greatness on another level, so I levitate. He may not come when you want, but no, he never late. They wonder why I shine, where you know what pressure makes. Everybody ain't diamonds, I see a lot of y'all flukes. You can tell you don't produce because your tree don't bear fruit. And if you ain't war ready, we will cut you loose. Real soldiers around me, I need more than just combat boots. See, the hustle is real, I hustle for a change. It been a drought in my hood, I hustle to bring the rain. I hustle to break my generation about them chains. I hustle to make sure my mama don't have work again. I hustle for my unborn son or daughter. Hustle in every quarter, hustle to rearrange the order of my people. See, we bout to take back every single thing we lost up in these borders. I hustle overtime, attempt to push the culture forward. This that real shit, make a meal with that little gift. Everybody on a hustle, we can make a real shift. So keep your head up, youngin', and just keep on moving. And if you ain't hustling, then I don't know what you doing. The time is now. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Yeah. I gotta write my story. No, you can't have my glory. I'm taking all that's for me. Unapologetic pursuit.